So we're just down at Tintin Express. You haven't been down here before. There's Sam, look. Right, mate?
Morning.
So Sam's just put the stickers on the front of the nose cone. So he's wrapped it again. It's almost the same colour, Sam, isn't it?
Yeah, it's needs a little bit of this.
It's not too bad though, considering it's sat outside most of the time. And we just found a little break in the weather, so Isaac's going to take it back now. But yeah, this is where the magic happens down here. So Sam PPF'd most of my cars, haven't you?
Yeah,
all of them. He's done the decals on the side of the Lambo, and he's obviously wrapped the kit car. So anything we've got like that, we come down here. Right, mate?
I'm all good.
Oh, and the good news is Sam said it hadn't leaked any oil. I think that was the only bit of oil that's leaked out of it, and that may be some that's left over on the engine. So all good news on the diff so far. Let's have a little feel under there. Pretty dry to me. Good news. Well, thank you very much, Sam, and I'm sure we'll see you again.
Hopefully.
Once we get that BMW out. Won't start again now, right? I'm just hoping Isaac don't get wet.
Slippery when wet. Right, see that there.
See you in a minute. So guys, what we have got here is the rocker cover to the S50. As you can see, I'm heating it up after painting it satin black. So we've gone for the traditional satin black, although I think that's what they were originally. It looks like what they were, but if it wasn't, then that's what it is now. So I always find what I normally do, just heat it up slightly, etch primer, and then we do about 2 or 3 coats of the satin black, leaving it probably sort of 5 or 10 minutes in between. And after each coat, I normally heat it up, and that gives you a bit of more of an even finish on the satin. Otherwise, you end up with little patches that look a little bit more glossy. Now, if there's any painters watching, you're probably telling me that I'm doing it completely wrong, and that's what you shouldn't do. But that's what I've always done, and I haven't heard of any whinging that it's fell off. So, yeah, I think the satin black is going to go very nicely. You can see that I've done the top cover here, and that's looking pretty nice. And what I'm going to do is set it up on the mill today and just machine over the BMW M Power and the stripes, and that'll just bring that out back to factory really. I know a lot of people suggested we should have done the orange, but I think you can have too much orange, guys. Like I say, a lot of you people have suggested that we do the car white and have the stripes, but to be honest, I've just so pulled towards that Phoenix orange, the one that Wayne Greatrix's car is painted in, which is slightly more of a reddy orange, but I think looks absolutely fantastic. We're going to do some blue accents, like inside the car. We've got the blue tags to pull the doors shut with the black gloss door cards, probably blue 3-inch harnesses, a few bits like that, and obviously we've got the blue block, so with a few black accents it should bring it out nicely. So guys, this is probably the best bit, the most satisfying bit is when you do this. So we're just facing the BMW on top of the rocker cover. You can see it's all satin black. The reason it sounds a bit hollow is because we've had to fit this cover on top of the rocker cover and bolt it on, and it sort of sits there on a rubber, but at least it means it's flat with the bottom, so you can get it's just a lot easier to set up. I reckon a sort of 10th thou cut will clean all that, but as you can see, back to bare stock, guys, looking absolutely fantastic. Well guys, we've got the S50 here. I'm just going to do a bit of an update on it really. I'm going to put it in the main channel anyway, but I thought it's seen as it's part of the E30, guys, and I'm just so excited I want to put it on both. This is where we are so far. So We've got the new exhaust stud and nuts, the blue block, the new core plugs, all blasted, etc. The satin black front cover, rocker cover, with the machined out BMW M Power in the top. Looking fresh, looking stock apart from the blue block. What do you think to that, guys? I think it looks absolutely lovely. Now, to be honest with you, I did put it in a previous video on what colour you reckon I should paint the E30. And quite a lot of people surprisingly said white. White with the sort of BMW tricolours, a bit like the old Warmeister one, which I do very much like, don't get me wrong. But there's just a massive part of me, guys, that wants to paint the thing orange. Wayne Greatrix's BMW has done it for me. Seeing it in the flesh, it just absolutely pops, that colour. And I think with our livery on it, a little bit like the Jägermeister livery, but with our own name, etc., I just think it's going to look fantastic. And when you pop the bonnet and see a bit of that blue next to the orange, it's just going to look a bit radical, really. So the next thing is, now this is looking absolutely lovely. You can see down here we've got the vac baffle plate in there, just welded in by Tom. This is the original, so you can see the difference. Obviously that baffle there is doing precisely nothing. All that's going to happen is the oil's going to come right out the back of here, go up there, get churned up and aerated by the crank, I would have thought. But this thing here apparently is the business. It's the modified one from VAC. Apparently the original, I see on some forums, used to have a bit of an issue with this flap down here. So this is the oil return flap, lets oil back in from down the side and down the back. But and obviously stops oil from going back up. But I think what they did was, where that lug is down the bottom of the sump, I think they just cut a piece out there. So that's all the mod was. But yeah, that's all it is, guys, and apparently that does the job. I don't know whether any of you guys have dealt with one of these in the 5 Series sump. Obviously, because the pickup on this is at the front, so under braking you're going to get plenty of oil there, but under acceleration it's going to want to try and go to the back of the sump, which is no good. Hence why the original M3 one has a scavenge pipe at the back. But we would have to replace the subframe with an aftermarket one. It's sort of 1,500 quid, and it ain't really original, is it? So yeah, I would have thought that's going to work, guys. We've got to clean that sump up. We've got a load of bits over here, look. We've got to clean the throttle bodies up after blasting them. Vanos has all been gone through, new seals, etc. So I know that's good. We'll just clean it up externally. And we're just sorting out a few bolts here. What I might do with these bolts is either renew them from BMW or clean them all up and get them plated. I'm unsure yet what to do. But yeah, I'm very excited, especially now we can see the rocker cover done, guys. I think that looks really nice. What do you reckon? And yeah, as I say, just let me know your thoughts on the colour scheme of the car, guys. As I say, we're just orange, aren't we? We're just orange here now all of a sudden. I don't know. If I start doing it white, we could have a bit of orange on it and that. And I suppose white is a bit more desirable, but I don't know. Just a part of me wants to go against the grain really on this and just do it orange. But talking of orange, we've made a little purchase. I've been online and made a little purchase today. It's something that we've wanted to purchase for ages. So yeah, you can see we've ordered a gazebo, guys. It's a commercial gazebo with the 50mm hex, whatever that means. Heavy duty, and gone for the orange and black. So I think that's going to look really nice with our rig when we turn up at track days. So next year, as I say, it's something that we've been wanting to purchase for ages, really. But we didn't really do that many shows in the last 2 or 3 years. Been busy with work, but obviously next year when we get the E30 done, going to be doing a lot more track days, do a few shows and what have you, and we're going to need a fairly decent size one. So the 3x6 we've gone for, which will go nicely next to the van when we're set up, and you can you'll be able to park the car inside there. So yeah, look out for that, guys. If you come on a track day, I'm really excited about getting that. We should get it. We're promised it by next Wednesday, and obviously Thursday we are going to Castle Combe. So yeah, really excited. gone for those colours there, so the black sides with the orange roof, obviously our name on the side of it. So yeah, if you come along to Castle Combe, guys, look out for the gazebo with a big orange roof. Really looking forward to it, and hopefully might be able to stay a little bit drier this time. Well, thanks very much for watching, guys. We're going to crack on with work here.
Loads of work.
Loads of work. See you in another video.